Hello dear students, today we discuss about the Laplace transform which belongs to the mathematical physics included in BSc Physics, MSc Physics and BTech and BE courses. So these are the helpful mathematical formulas from mathematics which will be helpful to tackle the Laplace transform based problems. Now, what is Laplace transform? Laplace transform of a function fx defined for all positive values of x is denoted as Laplace transform of fx or Fs and is defined as Laplace transform of fx equal to Fs equal to integral 0 to infinity e to power minus sx fx dx. Laplace transform of fx exists only when the integral in equation 1 converges for some value of x. If this integral converges for any value of x, then this Laplace transform will exist, otherwise it will not exist. Where s is a parameter which may be real or complex. Now we take the problems based on Laplace transforms. Suppose this is the given problem. Now solution. We know that Laplace transform of function fx, which is also written as fs, is equal to integral 0 to infinity e to power minus sx fx dx. Now fx is 1, therefore it will be 0 to infinity e to power minus sx into 1 dx. Now the integral of e to power minus sx is e to power minus sx upon minus s from 0 to infinity. It can be written as 1 upon minus 1 s e to power minus sx from 0 to infinity, which is 1 equal to 1 upon minus s e to power minus infinity minus e to power 0, upper limit and lower limit. And from equation 1 it is clear that e to power minus infinity will be 1 upon infinity, which will give 0. Therefore, e to power minus infinity will be 0. So this will be 0 and this is 1. So we have 1 upon minus s 0 minus 1, because e to power minus infinity is 0. Now minus minus becomes plus and the Laplace transform of fx is equal to 1 is 1 upon s. Next question. Here this will converge if s is greater than 0. Next question number 2. Next we take question number 2. Find the Laplace transform of, suppose you are given second question as fx is equal to x. Then the solution will be Laplace transform of fx is equal to fs is equal to this integral. Now put the value of fx and get 0 to infinity e to power minus sx into x dx. Now integration by part. Suppose this is u and this is b. U and this is b. Now the integral will be x into integral of this, integral of e to power minus sx upon minus s from 0 to infinity minus 0 to infinity. Derivative of x means 1 antiderivative of e to power minus sx dx. This can be written as minus 1 upon s and infinity into e to power minus infinity upper limit minus infinity minus 0, and as you know e to power minus infinity is 0. Therefore this term becomes 0 for both limits, and this is minus minus plus 1 upon s into 0 to infinity e to power minus sx dx, and as in previous problem its value will be 1 upon s, so this will be 0 plus 1 upon s into its integral is e to power minus sx upon minus s from 0 to infinity equal to 1 upon minus s square e to power minus infinity minus e to power 0, and again this is 0, 0 cancels, and minus 1 minus minus plus 1 becomes 1 upon s square. Okay. Next question number 3. Suppose find the Laplace transform of s to power n. Suppose this is the problem. Solution. This is the formula for Laplace transform. Now put fx is equal to x power n and get 0 to infinity e to power minus sx x power n dx. Now again take this as u and this as v for the purpose of integration by parts. So this is equal to x power n integral of this e to power minus sx upon minus s from 0 to infinity minus 0 to infinity e to power, sorry, derivative of x power n, derivative of x power n is n x power n minus 1 into its antiderivative e to power minus sx upon minus s dx, and as in above question you saw this integral will, this quantity will give 0 for both limits. For upper limit e to power minus infinity will give 0, and for lower limit x power n, here x is 0, will give 0. So this term 0 gives 0 for both limits, and second term is, so this is 0 minus 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 plus 1 upon s into this n, again 0 to infinity x power n minus 1 e to power minus sx dx. In the same way, again take this as u and this as b for integration by parts. Then this is n upon s x power n minus 1 into its integral e to power minus sx upon minus s from 0 to infinity minus 0 to infinity. Its derivative n minus 1 into x n minus 2. Its antiderivative e to power minus sx upon minus s dx. Again this term is 0 for both limits, minus minus plus, so this is n upon s, this minus minus plus s square, this s and this s gives s square. Again this is n minus 1 and 0 to infinity x n minus 2 e2 minus sx dx. In the same way we go on integrating by part till this term becomes n minus n, that is 1. So finally we get n minus 1, n minus 2 and so on, 3, 2, 1, that is factorial n upon s n. At last we get here n minus 1, that is 1, x power n minus 1, n minus n, that is 1, and 0 to infinity e to power minus sx dx. After n times integration by parts, and from problem number 1 you get this is 1 upon s. Therefore final result will be factorial n upon s power n into 1 upon s, that is factorial n divided by s to power n plus 1, because this is 1 upon s. Next question number 4. Question number 4. Find the Laplace transform of e to power ax. Now formula is this one for Laplace transform. So this is 0 to infinity e to power minus sx e to ax dx, after replacing fx by this given function. And as you know, e to power minus sx and e to power ax can be combined to get 0 to infinity e to power minus, suppose you take minus x common, then you get here s minus a dx. And from problem number 1, its value will be 1 upon this, that is 1 upon s minus a from problem 1. Or you can also find it the same value after integration. So the result will be this one when s is greater than a. Number 4. Next, question number 5. Fx is equal to e to power minus ax. Question number 5. Find the Laplace transform of e to power fx is equal to e to power minus ax. Again, in the same way, this is formula for Laplace transform, and if you replace fx by this one, you get this is equal to 0 to infinity e to power minus sx e to power minus ax dx, and again you can combine these two to get 0 to infinity e to power minus x taken common, so this is s plus a dx, and again from problem number 1 result will be 1 upon this, means 1 upon s plus a. This is from problem 1. Next, find Laplace transform of sin ax. Here, this is the formula. Now it becomes 0 to infinity e to power minus sx. Fx is sin ax dx. Now use equation mathematical formula number 9. Here e to ax, a is minus s and sin bx, b is a. So this is b and this is a. So its value will be e to ax, means sx upon a square minus s square plus b square. This is b. A sin bx, a means minus s, sin b means a, sin ax minus b means a cos bx, cos ax, from 0 to limit is 0 to infinity. Here this is b and this is a. So s square plus a square may be taken out of bracket, and upper limit e to power minus infinity again gives 0, e to power minus infinity into something, this bracket, minus lower limit e to power 0, into minus s sin 0, which is 0, minus a cos 0. Now this is 0, this is 1, this is 0, 0, and this is cos 0 is 1, minus a, minus plus a. The result will be 1 upon s square plus a square into 0 minus plus a. That is a upon s square plus a square will be the final result. Find Laplace transform of cos ax. Cos ax. This is the Laplace transform formula. Replace this fx by cos ax to get 0 to infinity e to power minus sx cos ax dx. This is Again use formula number 10. E to ax cos bx is equal to this much, means here this is a and this is b. So e to ax is sx upon a square plus b square. B is here a square plus b square into a cos bx. A means minus s cos, b means a, plus b cos bx. A, sorry, b sin bx. B sin bx. B sin bx 0 to infinity. Here this is a and this is b according to formula number 10. So again upper limit gives 0, e to power minus infinity into something, minus lower limit, and this can be taken out of bracket 1 upon s square plus a square. Upper limit e to power minus infinity into something, minus lower limit e to power 0 into, this is minus s cos 0 plus a sin 0 . Now this is 0, this is 1, this is 0, this is 1, minus minus plus, so plus s, so we get s upon s square plus a square. This is question number 7. 7. Thus we see that in case of fx is equal to sin ax, we got a upon s square plus a square s square, whereas in case of cos ax we get s upon s square plus a square. Question number 8. Find Laplace transform of sin hyperbolic ax. Find Laplace transform of fx is equal to sin hyperbolic ax. Solution: Laplace transform of fx, which is fs, is equal to 0 to infinity e to power minus sx fx dx. Now replace fx with this. This is equal to 0 to infinity e to power minus sx into sin hyperbolic ax dx. 0 to infinity e to power minus sx. You know from equation 11, sin hyperbolic ax is equal to e to power ax minus e to power minus ax upon 2. So this is e to power ax minus e to power minus ax by 2. This is dx. Now this can be written as 1 upon 2, 0 to infinity. After opening bracket we get two terms. One is e to power minus this into this, so minus s minus a x dx minus 0 to infinity e to power minus this into this, gives s plus a x dx like this. And from problem number 1, its value will be 1 upon this, and its value will be 1 upon this. That is, this is 1 upon 2. First integral will give 1 upon s minus a, and second integral will give 1 upon s plus a. From problems 4 and 5. So from problems 4 and 5. If you must remember the results of all the above questions, which can be directly used as here. And so if you take LCM, it gives 1 by 2 s square minus a square, and here s plus a minus s minus plus a. S cancels, and this is 2a, 2 cancels. You get result a upon 2 cancels, a upon s square minus a square, which will convert when s is greater than a. Here you clearly see that the Laplace transform of sin ax was a upon s square plus a square, whereas in case of sin hyperbolic ax it is minus. Only difference is a upon s square minus a square in cos, in hyperbolic case. So next question, find the Laplace transform of cos hyperbolic ax. Again, this is Laplace transform formula. Here fx is cos hyperbolic ax, whose value is this one, e to power ax plus e to power minus ax by 2, from formula number 12. This is cos hyperbolic ax formula. Again, as in above question, it is 1 by 2. You can break it into 2 integrals. First integral is 0 to infinity e to power minus s minus a x dx, and second integral is plus 0 to infinity e to power minus s plus a x dx like this. And again, from problems 4 and 5, this is 1 upon this, and this is 1 upon this. That is 1 upon 2. First is 1 upon this, 1 upon s minus a, and second is 1 upon this. This is plus 1 upon s plus a. Again, LCM is s square minus a square, and this is s plus a plus s minus a. In this case, a cancels, and this is 2s, 2 cancels, and final result is s upon s square minus a square, which is similar to the case of cos ax, only with difference. Here plus is replaced with the minus. So Laplace transform. Derivatives of Laplace transform. We know that Laplace transform of function fx is fs, which is equal to 0 to infinity e to power minus sx fx dx. Now if we differentiate this equation with respect to s, we get differentiating equation 1 with respect to s, we get dfs upon ds. We are differentiating this with respect to s, not x. So this will give dfs upon ds 0 to infinity. Here x dx or fx dx will act as constants. Only this is variable. Therefore, x will be constant here. So you can write it as 0 to infinity e to power minus sx into minus x into fx dx. This is equation 2. Again differentiating, this is first derivative or f dash x. This is f dash s. Again differentiating equation 2 with respect to s, we get f double dash s or d2 fs upon ds2 0 to infinity. Again its derivative will be minus x into e to power minus sx. Remember that you are differentiating this with respect to s, not x. Therefore x is here giving as constant coefficient, and to this, which is constant, minus x fx dx, which can be written as 0 to infinity e to power minus sx. This minus x and this minus x gives minus x power 2 fx dx. This. In the same way, if we go on differentiating n times, we get similarly after n time differentiation, with respect to s, we get this is f n s, nth derivative, which can be written as dn fs upon dsn is equal to integral 0 to infinity e to power minus sx into minus x power n into fx dx. It can be written as, because x power yes, so this is f n fn yes which is dn fs upon dsn is equal to, here again this is the function of x, this is the function of x, therefore you can call it as the Laplace transform of this much. This is another new function of x, so e to power minus sx into function of x into dx is the Laplace transform of this much. So this will be equal to the Laplace transform of x power minus x power n fx, okay, or minus 1 to power n Laplace transform of x power n into fx, this, or multiplying both sides with minus 1 to power n, you get here plus, minus 1 to power 2n gives plus, and here you get Laplace transform of x power n fx is equal to x power n fx is equal to minus 1 to power n dn fs upon dxn. Find the Laplace transform of x square e to power 3x. Now you have obtained this relation, and with the help of this relation you can find the Laplace transform of this function. We know that Laplace transform of x to power n fx is equal to minus 1 to power n dn fs upon dsn. Here n is 2 and fx is e to power 3x, therefore Laplace transform of x power 2 into e 3x will be equal to minus 1 to power 3, because n is 3, n is 2, d2 fs upon ds2, second derivative. Suppose this is equation 1. Now you have to find fs. Now fx is equal to e to power 3x, therefore fs will be equal to 0 to infinity e to power minus sx fx dx, which is 0 to infinity e to power minus sx, fx means e to power 3x dx. Its value will be 1 upon s minus a, means 1 upon s minus 3. Equation 2. With equation 2, equation 1 gives Laplace transform of x power 2 e to power 3x is equal to, this becomes plus 1 d2 upon ds2, fs is 1 upon s minus 3, which can be written as s minus 3 to power 1, so that is d2 upon ds2 of s minus 2 to power minus 1. Now first derivative, after first derivative it becomes d upon ds minus 1 s minus 2 to power minus 2 and this is minus 1. After next derivative it gives minus 2 into s minus 2 to power minus 3. 2 into s minus 2 to power 3, which can be written as 2 upon s minus 2 to power 3. Laplace transform of periodic functions. Laplace transform of a periodic function. Ft with a time period, with a time period capital T which is greater than 0, means positive, is given by the relation is Laplace transform of Ft is equal to integral from 0 to capital T e to power minus st Ft dt upon 1 minus e to power minus s capital T. Now we will solve a problem related to periodic function. The problem is find Laplace transform of periodic function given by the given periodic function is Ft is equal to, it is sin t, means Ft is equal to sin t from 0 less or equal to s less or equal to pi, and its value is 0 from pi to 2 pi, that is less than x or equal to less than or equal to 2 pi, with the time period 2 pi. This is the given periodic function and its time period is given to be 2 pi. Here t is 2 pi, therefore Laplace transform of periodic function Ft will be equal to integral 0 to t e to power minus st Ft dt divided by 1 minus e to power minus s capital T. Putting the value of capital T, this becomes 0 to 2 pi e to power minus st Ft dt upon 1 minus e to power minus s into t. Here t, capital T is 2 pi, therefore this becomes 2 pi into s. Now this limit 0 to 2 pi can be broken into two parts. First from 0 to pi and second from pi to 2 pi. Therefore, you can write it as integral from 0 to pi e to power minus st, and from 0 to 2 pi the value of ft is sin t dt, plus second part is from pi to 2 pi e to power minus st into ft is 0. Therefore, this becomes 0 whole upon this 1 minus e to power minus 2 pi s. Now, the integral of this will be equal to, because you know e to ax sin bx dx is equal to e to, this is equal to e to power ax upon a square plus b square, a sin bx minus b cos bx. Limit, suppose the limit is from a to b, its limit will be a to b. Now, if we compare this with this, we get minus s is in place of a and 1 is in place of b. So, its and limit is from 0 to 2 pi. Its limit will be 0 to 2 pi e to power minus st. So, e to power minus s into t upon minus s square plus t means 1t, b is 1 square. Again see here e to ax e to minus st. So, in place of x here we have t, in place of a we have minus s. Similarly, in place of b we have 1. To e to ax upon a square plus b square in bracket a sin bx. A means minus s into sin bx means 1t minus b cos bx. B means 1 cos 1t. This whole upon this 1 minus e to power minus 2 pi s. Now, upper limit, this can be taken common, 1 upon s square plus 1, and this is 1 minus e to power minus 2 pi s in denominator. Now, upper limit is e to power minus pi s into minus s into sin pi is 0 minus cos pi. This is upper limit minus lower limit. Lower limit is e to power 0 into minus s into sin 0, which is again 0, minus cos 0, like this. Now, this is 0, this is 0, this is minus 1, minus plus 1, so we have e to minus pi s into 1, here this is 1 and this is minus 1, minus plus 1, this is plus 1 upon s square plus 1. This can be factorized as 1 plus e to 1 plus e to power minus pi s 1 minus e to power minus e to power minus pi s, because 1 minus e to minus 2 pi s is equal to 1 square minus e to minus pi s whole square, which is equal to 1 plus e to minus pi s 1 minus e to minus pi s. So this term cancels out and we get final result as 1 upon s square plus 1 into 1 minus e to minus pi s, which is the required Laplace transform.